All right, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Thank you for tuning into another video. So, if most of you watched yesterday's live summit, yesterday's video, and I told you in that video that I was going to shortly after make a video of this that I'm doing right now. It's not really shortly after; it's about 24 hours after, and that's because as soon as I got off and edited the live summit video, as it was uploading, I went and started editing a video for my main channel. And then by the time I got done with that, it was dang near 11 o'clock. Watched a show of Outer Banks, an episode of Outer Banks, and I don't need my whole life story. So, long story short, I just didn't have enough time. So now we're here making that video. So it looks like I when I did the summit, I my rank was like 802 or something like that, maybe a little less, maybe who's to say. But now I'm 1200. So you guys, just because you hit platinum does not mean you're gonna get platinum 100%. Like, it doesn't guarantee you platinum because it updates every like 20 minutes. And you'll probably see in this video that my rank goes from 1224 probably to 1225th or 1226. Who's to say? Anywho, this video is just to show you all the cars that I used and reasons why I have did some parts. So for the speed trap, drag racing cars are obviously the best. They are the best to use, and preferably if you can do it, if you can swang it, get the Corvette Stinger. It is the best drag race car in the game, 100% hands down. And the performance that I use is going to be the Nitro Chemist, which is going to give you pure. Well, my parts that I have is pure and frenetic. You can always recalibrate your parts and try to get something better, which uses bucks and spare parts. So if you're wondering what spare parts are for, it's for that. So I have the whole Nitro Chemist set, which multiplies the nitro duration by 2, which is great. I have pure, which is increase nitro power by 9%, and you see the range says 3 to 8%, and you're probably like, okay, man, why do you have 9%? It should be capped at 8. Same with frenetic, it should be at 3, and I have nitro power increases by 4% a second, or per second while in use. The reason is, I call these OP parts. You can get them too, just by playing the live summit. So it's kind of like a little perk, which will lead me into the drifting scenario, because on that drift event on this week's summit, somebody's like, how'd you get a score of 187 times multiplier? Same thing, just OP powered parts. And so I use a full set of score breaker, and let's see, hit the right button here. There we go. I got slippery, which I just recently won these parts like maybe 3 months ago. But I have slippery and hothead and a full set of score breaker. So slippery increases maximum multiplier by 16 instead of that 14 maximum, which 14 is great. You can just recalibrate and get that 14, and sometimes it doesn't even take that much money. And then hothead, I have 10% of increases speed multiplier. So that means I will get to that 187 times multiplier a lot faster. 10% faster, actually. And then this maxes out your multiplier, by 16. And then having a full set of score breaker will multiply the points and skills by 2. So that's why I got a bigger score, and you probably noticed the bigger multiplier. That is the max amount of multiplier that you can actually get while drifting. These are just OP powered parts, and if you have just a 14% and an 8%, you're doing very solid. But I just happened to get those parts, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So and then also this is the car that I used for drift, and I think you actually had to. Yeah, you did. So I used the Lamborghini Aventador LP 704. So very good car. That's not my favorite. I definitely prefer wherever it's at, the other Lamborghini. I should know it by now because I always use it. The Murcielago LP 640, probably one of my favorites. So let's keep it going to the next car. So the Escape. What did I use? Oh yeah, I used the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus Divine Edition. You could do either or. You can use anything really, but it's better to use a hypercar for that one. If you can swing it and use a drag racing car and just line it up perfectly, kudos to you, because that's just amazing. People do it though. And then for the salami, I think I just used the Lamborghini. Oops. hitting the wrong buttons here. You can use the Rally Raid. So let's hop on over. Well, let's do this one first. This is the one I used, the Lamborghini Gallardo LP570 for that with the score breaker parts on it, which right now is Nitro Chemist. The score breaker that I use is this one, I believe. Yes. So it's skilled and resourceful, which I might recalibrate that one. But the nitro refills 5% while braking. So this increases your scoring by 12%. So instead of 10. So I had the full set of score breaker on that one. I have it on Nitro Chemist as of right now only because there was probably a street race that we had to do. But you can use that. You can use any vehicle you want for the Salami, the Rally Raid. A lot of good ones that you could use are the Cadillac Escalade. Let's see, but I'm also using the I would use the Hummer HX concept. The only reason why I didn't use it is because I don't have a full set of score breaker on this. Unfortunately, I deleted the dang part by accident. The Rebel's a good truck to use, but the Escalade, let's see if I can find it really quick. Shouldn't take too long. Some of the times the bikes are pretty good. If I was to use any of them, the Ducati Monster, pretty good, pretty solid. But the Escalade, I know I have it. I didn't even know these things were matching. That's cool. All right, so it's got to be around here. So, oh, right here. Yep, the Cadillac Escalade is a very good one as well. I like using it, and it looks really cool. Imagine that in real life would be sweet. Let's see. Let's go on to the next one. So Alpha Grand Prix. Oh yeah, so this street race, yeah, I used the Lamborghini Gallardo, the LP570. These two I had to use, obviously, the Crown Victoria limo, and then the Crown Vic Marco's cab. No pro settings on those ones, so nothing crazy. Touring car, I used the Saline. I guess we'll do the Alpha. So I'll show you guys what I used for the touring and then for the Alpha. So for the touring, I used the Saline. Let's see, mob on over to that spot. And boop, right there. The Saline S1 GT4 Cup, very good, as you can tell in that video on my race. That it handles phenomenal. Like, it is great. No pro settings, no nothing like that, no tunes. I don't really do much pro settings on any of my vehicles. I think I did a little bit on my drift. That's about it. And then maybe on the GT3 RS. Can't remember. But anyways, this is the touring car I use. If you want, you can get the Ferrari. This one I know is fairly expensive. And then the Zonda. I know you get this car for free. This one would be decent to use, but any of the bikes, they're all right. The Koenigsegg CCGT is a very good one to use as well. Now for the Alpha, that would be the last car. I use one of my favorites, the Alpha Mark II. Now, if that one's a little too expensive for you, you guys can use any of the Red Bull ones. This one's good too. The Alpha Mark X is really good. I don't know about the price difference, but maybe somebody who still knows the prices could put them down in the comments, and I'll pin you. The Red Bull 14 and Red Bull 14 Disruption Edition and the Red Bull 13. I think that one's going to be the cheapest, and it works phenomenal. So it's up to you guys on that. Pretty much any Alpha car, except I would stay away from like the KTMs. Not that good. Especially, I really don't like this one, nor this one, I believe. It's one of them I just wasn't a fan of, and I've never used that one, so I'm not too sure on. And I got 51 parts to go through, so this would be a lot of fun. And I forgot, put my points on, so 108% bucks gained after each race. That's crazy, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully this helped you guys. And if you don't mind hitting a subscribe button on your way out, hit your like rating. Definitely helps out tremendously. And also somebody comment. Actually, you guys comment a lot of best vehicles to buy in each class under 500K. I'm whipping up a video on that. That video I want to have out by Saturday afternoon. So hopefully that'll happen. I have a long day. I have a 16-hour day, maybe 17-hour day tomorrow at work, so definitely not going to be doing that tomorrow. But Saturday, I'm definitely going to be. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoy it, and it seems like you guys are really enjoying these raw videos because I feel like it's a more one-on-one, and there's no hidden information that I'm trying to cut out. So, anyways, take care, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.